Good morning, it's Leanne Peters here. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to pull some cards and share some guidance for this week ahead. That's this week starting Wednesday the 25th of May through till Tuesday the 31st actually. Tuesday the 31st of May. So welcome. While you're coming over, I want to send out an extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. So if you're new to watching, welcome. Please let us know if you're new. What I'm going to be doing is using my combined Speed of Light Oracle cards that have been combined with my Animal Kingdom Oracle. So we have 110 cards here in this deck, which is lots of fun to work with. And I'll be pulling some cards for this week ahead down here, and then I'll share what comes up. I'm not pulling cards for individuals. This is general guidance for everyone. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason. And I trust that our paths have crossed for a reason and at the right time as well. So whether you're watching this live or later in the replay, welcome. So, I think we'll get started. So think of this as a guide only. Allow yourself to be surprised with what comes up. Try not to come in with expectations, because they do tend to block the flow of energy and can lead to disappointment if our expectations aren't met. So I suggest you take some big deep breaths and just let your expectations go, and let yourself be surprised by what might be revealed for you. So really I encourage you to trust the things that stand out to you and let the other things go. My job right now is for me to trust my intuition and trust my cards and deliver that information and guidance as clearly and honestly and as best as I can. That's what I'm trusting. If I was watching and if I was you, I'd be trusting the things that speak personally to me. You don't need to trust in me. I can trust in me. You trust in what speaks to you. So I'm shuffling my cards, getting ready to go. Let's do a recap of last week's theme, which was the rainbow serpent. And it said to take it to the next level. Did you lift and elevate things for yourself last week? Especially, actually, what I noticed was moving out of a lower place and allowing things to improve, allowing our perspective on things to change seemed to be quite strong last week. So we turn our focus now to our new reading week, which at present runs from Wednesday till Tuesday. So I'm shuffling my cards now, and I'm asking the cards to show us what we need to know, the majority of us, for this week ahead, starting Wednesday the 25th of May through to Tuesday the 31st of May 2022. And we're just going to go straight into it. I'm going to lay the cards straight down here beside me, face down. And then we will reveal. So how are you? Are you good? Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Alicia. Hello, everybody. Okay, so we have 4 Speed of Light for Animal Kingdom for now, if we don't have any featured cards. Let's turn these guys over. Oh, we have a dragon. Give me your dragon guesses. That's all the elements: earth, water, fire, air, and then the spirit. And we have one featured timing card, which is seasonal cycle card 54. And up here it says to take the 3rd card from the top of the deck. So I'll go back to my deck and I go down 1, 2, 3, and we have, the butterfly. How nice. So that's going with our seasonal cycle card. And let's get to that a bit later. That's later in the reading. Okay, so just getting these sorted. I've got a very shiny surface, so all the cards are spinning around. But we're going to start with, so for Wednesday the 25th of May, we have the zebra card 22, and it says alternative options. So we're likely starting Wednesday, or find ourselves on Wednesday looking at or thinking about alternatives. So this might be something that we have had tunnel vision on. We might be looking down a certain path or a certain track or wanting to go a certain way. And we might be meeting with obstacles or barriers and things that just don't seem to be working. So we might need to expand our tunnel vision and consider other options now. So this may be, I got this feeling that there might be something that just hasn't really worked out easily. We might be sort of going in the right direction, but we're not honed in quite on the right track yet. So it's a bit like if we were going for a walk in the forest and we were walking through the car park and we were going in the general direction of where we were heading, and this is really good. And then we reach a point on this walk where the path suddenly divides into 5. And we've got options here. Which track, which little path will we take that will really hone that direction that we want to move? So we're moving in the right general direction. And a lot of us might have even already found our track. But what I'm feeling here is if there have been obstacles or setbacks or delays, or if we're not really feeling it as we're moving, then we might need to expand our tunnel vision and consider other options that are still taking us in the general direction, but are more honed, more focused. So instead of a general study of something, if it's about education, we might want to hone and follow this specific path or that specific path. But it might be a different path than the specific one we thought of before. So let's keep our options open on Wednesday. We move into Thursday with our dragon, and it's the water dragon. Lots of dragons coming up lately. This is card 24 for the 26th. And the water dragon says diving into new depths. So this is, the dragons are just coming up every week at the moment, because this is a really powerful time. So the dragons represent, in general, a sense of power and mastery. So there's a lot of powerful things happening at the moment. So this is especially linked with the water element. So we're looking at emotions, we're looking at creativity, and we're being really called into new depths now, new levels of connection with ourselves emotionally, but connections with ourselves on those really deep levels. I imagine like I have this ocean inside me and I want to drop down deeper into this ocean so I can explore and get to know myself better. So this type of deep energy is really calling us inward at the moment. I wrote about it in the report this morning. It's not new. It's not only for Thursday with this card, but it's general at the moment that we're being called deeper into things and really looking at the things we do in life, the relationships we have or keep with other people, from our most intimate to our acquaintances. And we're being called to look at what in these things, what in these relationships feels meaningful. What feels meaningful? And the things that feel shallow or things that feel like we're not really into it or we're not really connected here, these things will probably start fizzling out and fading away. So there's a feeling that we're in general moving into wanting more meaning and depth in our relationships and in the things that we do in life. So let's trust that feeling, because it feels like it's pulling us further into ourselves, which is helping us further connect with our truth. So the water dragon, diving into new depths on Thursday, but just in general too at this time. Okay, so for Friday, we've got 2 cards. This is Friday the 27th of May. And we've got these 2 guys, which are interesting to come up together. Let's start with this one. It's support. And it's card 35, and it says comfort loved ones and reassurance. This is a comfort support card, so it would only come up if we're feeling unsupported, disconnected probably, or we need some sort of reassurance or reminder that we are not alone. So often we're looking for that reassurance in others, but what we're being encouraged to do on Friday and just in general any time is if we're looking for reassurance or we're looking for support, let's see how we can step up and offer that support and reassurance for ourselves. So how can you step up and become your best supporter, especially on Friday? Our loved ones are coming in close on Friday too. So if you've got an anniversary that's coming up, or your loved one has been really close to you or on your mind a lot lately, then this is also reassurance that they are around, they are close by, and they have not left your side. So in general, this is reminding us that we are not alone. We are not alone right now, and especially on Friday when we may feel perhaps more so than we do today meaning Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever day it might be for you. So let's keep reassuring and supporting ourselves that we will get through this. We're not alone. It makes me actually feel that we might think and it might seem on Friday day that we're doing things on our own. Maybe there are things that we're just doing solo and would really love a companion or would love some help. But the truth is that we look around and it's not there. So that might make us feel a bit low too in ourselves. So let's recognize that, but keep reassuring ourselves that we're doing our best and that we're moving through this, and to support ourselves through those tasks and things that we might be doing on our own. Now, also for Friday the 27th is card 8, Purification. And it says, cleanse, detoxification, and toxins. Again, like I said in the current energy report this morning, there is this deep purging and deep clearing that's happening. I'm calling it a deep clean, and I don't know if that's just sort of some COVID lingo sort of hovering around from, months and a couple of years now. But it feels like this deep cleaning, this deep purging that's taking place at the moment too. So this is highlighted for Friday. So we might find ourselves clearing, cleaning, purging, detoxifying ourselves, our space, spring cleaning as well, and clearing the clutter out from our home, our room, our vehicle, our sometimes, even our online things these days, our social media. We might need to do a sort of a clear out of things, or our wardrobe. So we might feel this sort of urge lately, and hopefully the energy will be favourable to do this on Friday, but that's the energy that's around. So let's be willing to clear and also to support ourselves. And they may be connected, these two cards. So for some of us, we might be doing something on our own that's involved with clearing or getting things cleared out, that sort of thing. Okay, then we move to Saturday, the 28th of May, and we've got integration card 19. This feels really nice, actually. It says settling, grounding, nature, and calm. And there is a general feeling of settling, of stability, of things finding their place, of things settling and calming down after a bit of a period of chaos. Or we could say, I want to use the word mess. Things may have been a bit messy lately, and we've had to clean things up and fix things up and clear the mess, untangle the mess. So this mess that's been around lately, we might find, especially if we have the energy on Friday to clear and get the last of that out or shift it to the next phase, that things seem to settle for us as we move to Saturday. So there is a feeling here, some of us might be drawn out into nature, or we might find we might want to eat a bit more, or exercise a bit more, or rest a bit more, depending on what our schedule allows. But this type of grounding energy is coming in. So some wholesome meals, or some fresh fruit off the tree if we're lucky to do that, or some nice stroll in nature. This type of energy is very grounding, and it feels very connected with this card and energy. So settling, let's let things settle and calm, because we can keep things whipped up and stirred up and messy if we don't give ourselves the space to let things calm down. So this feels really nice and calm. So nice, slow breathing, relaxing if possible, this sort of thing. So that's for Saturday. Sunday, we have our featured card. This is a featured timing card, and it's come up with the butterfly. So let's talk about the featured timing card first. These guys have come up together for a reason, so let's look at them separately and then we'll link them up. So this is for Sunday, the 29th of May, seasonal cycle card 54. And down here it says 3 months. So this is a timing card. It's talking about the next 3 months. So we're looking at, we could pretty much say, because it's the end of May, all of June, all of July, all of August. So from now until around the end of August, this energy is in effect. So some of us may find ourselves starting or in at the moment a 3-month cycle or a 3-month phase. And it's connected with card number 2, the butterfly. And the butterfly says joy, simply joy. So this feels really nice coming after that integration card, because it feels like things are settling down. So this giving ourselves permission to slow down or settle or ground ourselves. And then this seems to flow into potentially around a 3-month period of simplicity, of joy, of transformation as well with this butterfly. It feels like very personal, a very personal connection these next few months of personal transformation as we shift out of a big phase or out of a chapter in our life and move into a new chapter. So for me, I've just opened my new chapter. I've spent all year waiting for my old chapter or my old book to close and preparing for that. It's taken 5 months pretty much. So now for me, I know that this personally shows the new chapter that's opening up for this next 3 months and beyond. But this is personal. You know, this is a personal transformation. This is showing me that, like, this is just, I'm sharing what I'm feeling here as it might help you, but it's showing for me that this personal growth and transformation that I am embarking on. And it's not like it hasn't been happening before, because it has, but there's this new level of that transformation that's opening up for many of us on a personal level. So it starts around the end of May, around Sunday, but I feel like it's certainly including the June, the July, the August, this next 3-month period. And we can link it up with the seasonal cycles too, with spring, summer, autumn, winter. So can we let joy in? Can we let ourselves feel contentment and joy, not fleeting, superficial material too in some ways, but a deep contentment feeling of joy that we feel inside ourselves. So that's for Sunday, but really for the next few months. Okay, then we move to Monday, the 30th of May, and we have the Fiddler Crab. And it's card 46, and it says to be on guard. Be on guard, but don't be paranoid. This is keeping things close to our chest, and in some cases that's necessary. There might be something we're working on that's private, so we're dealing with it privately. This seems to be very inward, this energy, right from that integration, which was Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, so from Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but also for the next few months, feels very inward. This feels like keeping something that's something, it could be how we feel or something that we're working on, a new idea that we have, keeping it sort of close to our chest and guarded, but not necessarily secret, but just like this, what is the wording here? It's like something we're just doing personally that we don't seek acclaim, or we're not seeking attention for. It is something that we're just letting brew and grow and develop inside of us. Like a little seed or a big seed that we've got brewing, and we can feel it, but it's personal, it's private, it's not necessarily secret, but it's inside of us. And we might not even have words to explain it yet. We might not be able to take a photo of it and share, even though we might want to just shout it out from the top of the mountain. We can feel it, and it's brewing inside us. And before too long, we'll be calling, and it will be time to bring it out into the world to manifest. But it feels something very inward, a bit like a seed that's laying dormant over winter, but it's still there. It still contains life, but it's very quiet. And yes, Tamara, protected. I like that too. Very protected and sacred in there. So let's honor what we're feeling and the ideas that we have and the energy that's brewing inside us, and not feel that we have to share and talk about everything that we're feeling every second of the day, but hold in the sacredness of what it is that we're sensing and what's brewing and building for us. So it's a seed inside. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, very inward is the feeling. In fact, quite deep for the week, really, from that water dragon. Now, this is for Tuesday, the 31st of May, and it's card 40, the Tiger Claw. Tiger Claw is his name, and he says to stand your ground, speak up, take action and courage. There may be this need for us on Tuesday to step out in an assertive way, to clear the air, to stand our ground, to speak up, and to get our truth out in some way. Now, this feels not connected to what I've been talking about. So this sort of ongoing period over Saturday, Sunday, Monday, which really extends for the next few months, this sort of inner place, this feels different to this energy. So we might find something happens in life, it could even be later Monday into Tuesday, that requires us to step up and be assertive in a way that we're not usually. It's like a bit out of character for us, or a lot out of character. So there may be a situation that arises that requires us to get our claws into something and, not be aggressive, but be assertive, be clear with whatever it is that we need to say. There is usually some communication involved, or it could be an action of some sort that we need to take that's assertive, that's strong, that is embedded with that power, that strength, that courage inside us. So in general, what I'm feeling this week is this depth of connection that we can potentially connect with, that is about connecting with our sacred inner place. So very much that inner oceanic realm that I talked about at the very beginning with the water dragon feels like it's quite in effect for this week and in the next couple of months as well. We might find that with this sort of settling inward energy in general, that we might find ourselves stepping out of our comfort zone around the end of Monday, Tuesday when it comes to Tiger Claw, because this is very different from the energy I'm generally feeling for the week. So it may feel a bit confronting to step up, communicate, or action-wise. So they're the cards for this week. Thank you so much for connecting. I am going to pull a theme card in just a second. Before I do, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you would love to connect more privately, please send us a message through our website. If you're watching on Facebook, please hit the follow button on my Facebook page, Temple of Balance. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to my Temple of Balance channel if you're inspired to. So we have a couple of healing events coming up this week for patrons on my YouTube channel. I don't know when they are. I don't know. I'm just doing one day at a time right now. I think one's Friday and Saturday or something like that. So anyway, they're coming up. You should be able to see them there. Also, I've just released our next dates for the online art class, which we're focusing on the heart. That's on the 17th of June, and also the next card reading club. And I'm going to be encouraging you and helping you and guiding you to create your own spread with the oracle cards, which is lots of fun. We tend to do that in our retreats, and it's so fun to create our own spread and then pull cards around it. So we'll be doing that too on the 17th of June. So if you want to join me for those, please have a look on my website. If you want to learn more about these card decks or anything I do here at Temple of Balance, please visit templeofbalance.com.au. Thanks so much, everyone, for being here. It's lovely to connect with you, and thanks for sharing, Glenda. Okay, let's look for our best theme card. The theme card will help bring these days together and help us see the bigger picture for this week, starting Wednesday the 25th of May through till Tuesday the 31st of May. I thought it very cool that we're tying up the month this week. So next week we'll start with the 1st of June, which will be fun. But now we're concentrating on this week. So the best theme card for the majority of us for the 25th till the 31st of May 2022 is this card. It's an Animal Kingdom Oracle card. We have the giraffe, and this is not surprising at all. It's card 33. The giraffe came up in the current energy report as well. And it says to look at things differently. This is all about perspective this week. So I've shared my general feeling about the cards, and you might find you roll with that, but you might find, like I said at the very beginning when the zebra came up for Wednesday, that we are going in the right general direction, but we need to be careful we don't have tunnel vision and we're trying to get ourselves on a track or a specific path or go down a specific way that is not working, it's not flowing, it's perhaps been met with obstacles and delays, because we're being encouraged to expand that tunnel vision, to look at this situation differently and notice there are other options. So we're going in the right general direction. Let's be careful we're not too honed in on something that's just not flowing. Now, some things, or for some of us, what we're honing in on is working. We have already left the general direction and we've already honed the path. I feel like that for me, especially when we were looking at places to move to and nothing was coming up and we were going in a general direction, but we couldn't hone in on any track. Well, we've honed in on a track now. So I feel like I'm in that direction, but it feels like a lot of us, or perhaps you, are kind of going the right way, but just keep your options open. But let's also keep our perspective open too this week. If you're trying to force something to happen that is just not working right now, do you want to keep bashing your head against a brick wall, or can you step back, maybe get a different perspective, look at the bigger picture, and then look at other options? Maybe there's something better there that's calling you. Maybe there's a path that's wider or more highlighted for you than the one you think you should be going on. So perspective, it's all about perspective this week, which is confronting because it means we've got to look at things. We've got to look at ourselves in a new way. And if we're too stubborn to do that, we're just going to feel like we continue to hit our head against a brick wall. So if that's you and you're tired of doing that, then I recommend that you step back a bit, maybe take a break, step back a little bit from what you're pushing against and let your perspective soften and open. Consider what you're dealing with from other angles. Talk to people, talk to experts, have conversations with people that nourish you to see if something can be sparked, or you can look at this from all sides. There's that energy around as our theme this week. So let's be open to a shift in our perspective. Thank you so much for connecting today. Have a great rest of your day. I'll be back throughout the week for the healing videos on YouTube, and I will do my best to pop in for a support video or two as well. But if not, I'll be back next Wednesday for the weekly guidance. Take care of yourself, and sending you loads of love from my heart to yours. Namaste.